Good evening, guys. Guys, is it audible to everyone? Check. Fine, good. Guys, is yesterday task finished, everyone? Is it everyone finished yesterday task, guys? Take the time, guys. No problem. Take the time. Okay, take 3 days time. So today, Friday, right? Saturday, Sunday also. Everyone submit on and before Monday, guys. Try to do it. Okay. So take the time, slowly analyze yourself. Analyze yourself. Fine. And finish on and before Monday, guys. Now, today we are going to discuss about looping statement, guys. Now let us observe, we are going to discuss about looping statements. Oh, wait. Today let's discuss with looping statements. So what is the purpose of looping statements? Now observe guys, what is the purpose of looping statement means? Okay, yeah. So what is the purpose of looping statement? Looping statements are used to everyone check guys. Looping statements, what it will do? Looping statement are used to iterate. Looping statement are used to iterates certain statements multiple times. If you want to repeat certain statement multiple times, if you want to repeat certain statement multiple times, then we have to go for what guys? Then we can go for what guys? Your looping statement guys. If you want to iterate, if you want to repeat certain statements multiple times, if you want to repeat certain statement multiple times, then go for what guys? Your looping statements guys. Fine. So these looping statement, remember guys, looping statements are classified into 4 types. So looping statements are classified into how many types guys? 4 types. So what are the 4 types? They are, first one is, remember first one is what? For loop. First one is what? For loop. Second one is what guys? While loop. First one is for loop. Second one is while loop. Third one is what? Do while. Fourth one is what guys? For each. So your looping statements are categorized into 4 types guys: for loop, while loop, do while loop, and for each loop. Totally we are classified into 4 categories guys: for, while, do while, for each loop. In this one mainly important is what guys? For and while. Remaining automatically will come guys. First focus on for loop as well as while loop. So here looping in the sense we have to iterate certain number of times. I said what? Certain number of times, right? So when to go for which one in the sense, remember guys, if you know number of iterations, then go for loop. If you know number of iterations, then go for loop guys. So exact sir, I want to iterate 5 times, I want to iterate 100 times, I want to iterate n number of times. If you know one particular number of iterations, 5 times, 100 times, or 200 times, if you know number of iterations perfectly, then go for what? For loop. And then if you don't know number of iterations, how many times iterations will, how many times I have to repeat the statements, it is depends on some conditions, sir. I'm not give the guarantee how many times it has to iterate. Then go for what? Then go for while loop. One is for loop, second one is what guys? While loop. One is for loop, second one is what guys? While loop guys. Fine. Now first let us observe for loop guys, then we'll move on to while loop guys. For loop. Observe. The basic syntax is, for loop the basic syntax is, everyone observe the syntax is, or how to write for. for initialization condition semicolon, we have to use increment or decrement operator. Open curly braces. Here statement 1 semicolon, statement 2 semicolon, so on. How many statements we have? Write all the statements, guys. Statement 1, statement 2, so on. How many statements we have? Write all the statements like this. So for loop, initialization, condition, increment or decrement. Observe the flow, guys. Everyone observe the flow. How this loop is executed. How this one is executed. Everyone understand the flow, guys. So everyone understand the flow. First one is what? Your control first comes to, so guess first control comes to where? Your initialization part. Control initialization part. Once control comes to initialization part, from initialization, from here control will go to, from here control will move to condition. First control comes to initialization, from initialization comes to condition. Yes, condition means what type of results we are going to get, guys, whenever you write any condition. Condition means what type of results we are going to get it, guys.
Either true or false, sir.
Whenever you write condition, we are going to get Boolean.
Either
Means either true or false, right? Either you are going to get true or else you are going to get false. Either we are going to get true or else we are going to get what? False, right? Either true or false, only one result. In case your result is true, remember guys, you are getting true. Check the condition. If it is true, then it is executed all the statements. If it is true, then it will execute all the statements, guys. Observe, first to check the condition. Condition is true, then it will execute all the statements when condition is true. After executing all the statements, remember guys, after executing all the statements, from here, control will return to your increment or decrement operator. Control back to increment or decrement. After increment and decrement operator, again after increment decrement operator, control again back to where? Your condition. Control back to where? Your condition. Observe here. So what happened first? Sir, first initialization. Guys, everyone check the flow. First initialization. From initialization, control comes to where? Condition. And it checks the condition. If condition is true, it will execute all the statements. Once all the statements are done, once again the control is repeated, means control back to where? Increment or decrement operator. Control comes to where? Increment or decrement operator. Control comes to increment decrement operator. Once it control comes to increment or decrement operator, from here Remember, from here, control will come to where your condition. From here, control will come to where your condition. And it checks the condition, guys. Whether the condition is true or false, it check it, guys. And this procedure is repeated until this condition become false. When our condition is a false, then control come outside of the for loop. Then control comes outside of the for loop. When now it is false. When our condition is false, then control comes outside of the for loop. This is the flow, guys. Everyone check, this is the flow, guys. Based on this flow, we have to write. Based on this, we have to flow, guys. Fine. Now, based on this one, let's say example once, guys. One example. Okay. So what happened, guys? First flow. First step is what? First step is initialization. First step is initialization. Second step is what, guys? Condition. Third step, if condition is true, third step is what? Your statement. Fourth step is what? Control back to your increment decrement operator. Fifth step is what? Control comes to condition. Your 3, 4, 5 steps are repeated until condition become false. When our condition become false, finally control come outside. When our condition is false, then control come outside of the loop. 3, 4, 5 steps are repeated multiple times until your condition become false. Whenever your condition is false, then control come outside of the for loop. Control comes outside of the for loop. Everyone check the flow, guys. Everyone. Now my requirement is what, guys? My requirement is very simple. What is my requirement? Example 1. Observe what is my requirement. Write a program. Write a program. Write a program to display. Write a program to display what? Java. I want to display Java. How many times? 5 times. Write a program to display Java 5 times, guys. Observe, I want to display Java 5 times. Guys, if you want to display Java only one time, how to display Java only one time, guys? If you want to display Java only one time, so how to display Java only one time? Everyone? A class, everything will be there, guys. Main statement, tell me. Very good. We are writing, I'm just writing main statement, guys. We're writing what? System dot out dot println Java, right? So guys, observe, if you want to display only one time, this is fine. System dot out dot println Java. But my requirement is 5 times I want to repeat, right? 5 times I want to repeat. 1, first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. Totally 5 times I want to repeat. That's why write one for loop. That's why write one for loop. Observe how to write for loop. For int I equal to 1, I have to count, right? How many times iterated? 5 times I need. That's why int I equal to 1. I less than or equal to. Condition is 5. 5 times I said, that's why I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus open curly braces. Check guys, open curly braces. This statement I'm writing, and then what I'm going to write is here, close the curly brace. This time close the curly braces. Now everyone observe the flow guys here. First control comes to where I equal to 1, right? First control comes to I equal to 1. That's why initially I value will be 1. Guys, everyone in your notes start writing of this one. This one easy, nothing. So, but understand the flow. Further program, you need to mention the flow. How I am explaining here, in that one you have to mention. Of this control will come to condition, right? I'm counting start from 1 guys. I less than or equal to 5, in the sense what happened here, it checks the condition. What is the condition? 1 less than or equal to 5 or not. Guys, is it 1 less than or equal to 5? Condition is true or false guys? 1 less than or equal to 5, condition true or false? Condition is true, right? When our condition is true, remember guys, when our condition is true, control will go to where? Inside. Control will go to where? Inside. And here what is the system.out.println? Java. Because of that, you are going to get output as in Java. Because Java is available, that's why you are going to get what? Java is output guys. Output what? Java. Fine. After this, I don't have any other line to execute. That's why control back to where guys? Increment operator. Control back to where? Increment operator. I plus plus, because I plus plus, one value becomes how much guys? 2. Your one value become how much? 2, right? After 2, again control back to where guys? Your condition. Check the flow guys, everyone. In condition, it checks the condition what? 2 less than or equal to 5. Guys, 2 less than or equal to 5. Condition is what? True, right? 2 less than or equal to 5. Condition is what? True, right? When our condition is true, once again, control will go to where? Inside. Execute Java. So because of Java, you are going to get what guys? Java. And here, repeat the statements. I plus plus, because of I plus plus, 2 will become what? 3. Right? 3. And it checks the condition. What is the condition it checks? 3 less than or equal to 5 or not. Which is true, right? Once again, control comes to your inside. So because of inside, once again you are going to get Java. Now control return to I plus plus. 3 value is erased. In place of 3, we are going to get what? 4. Check the condition. 4 less than or equal to 5, which is true, sir. If it is true, control comes where? Inside, right? Control comes to where? Inside, right? When our control comes inside, yes, we are going to get output as Java. And 4 is erased. 4 is erased. Now we are going to get output as in what guys? 5. Now we are going to get output as in 5. So check the condition. 5 less than or equal to 5, which is what guys? True. Fine. Because of true, Control will execute Java. Output will be what? Java. Now control will 5 becomes what? 5 becomes 6. 5 becomes 6. Now check the condition. 6 less than or equal to 5. Guys, is it 6 less than or equal to 5? Condition true or false? 6 less than or equal to 5. Condition true or false? Condition is false, right? Guys, for every program you have to write flow like this one. So whenever condition is false, control comes outside of the for loop, because condition is a false. Whenever condition is a false, control comes outside of the loop. Outside of the loop. So 5 times Java, you need 5 times, right? 5 times Java comes. 5 times you are getting Java, right? Here you are printing Java, that's why 5 times. If you print I value, you are going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, guys. Guys, everyone observe this flow. Everyone analyze yourself, guys, in your notes. Take 2 minutes time, everyone. Everyone take 2 minutes time, analyze the flow, guys. Everyone take 2 minutes time, understand the flow. Yourself do one program. Write a program to display. Write a program to display 1 to 5 numbers. Guys, observe, I want to display 1 to 5 numbers, guys. Do it, guys. My requirement is what? 1 to 5 numbers. I want to display 1 to 5 numbers. Everyone do the program and ping the answer. What is your name? F8 EBD. Pratiksha, good. Bhargavi, good. Gauri Priya, if you take 0, then how 1 will come? Micromax. Wow, what a names, Micromax. And one more person who is what? F8 EBD. So okay. Now observe guys, what to do here? Same condition, write what? Write what? For int I equal to 1, I need 1, right? Starting number is 1, that's why I equal 1. Mention int I equal 1, initialization part. I less than or equal to 5. Sir, I need up to 5. Fine, good. I plus plus. So write what? System dot out dot println. Okay, I need side by side, sir. Okay, go for print I plus slash t. We are going to get side by side, guys. Close that set. Instead of line by line, we are going to get what? Side by side. Check file, new one, Java. Now, for example, 1, what I have to write? For so observe here, guys, what I'm writing as it is. What are the thing? I equal 1, I less than or equal 5, I plus plus, right? So I less than t. At the end, I just want to display one message as a thank you message. Println slash n thank you message. Fine, that's it. Check. So here, what is our requirement? Here, what is our requirement? You have to write like this. If your program is this one, your program is correct, guys. Otherwise, your program is wrong, guys. Gauri, check your program. Your code is this one, na? Your program is correct. Otherwise, your program is wrong. Execute it. If you are getting output, I'm asking what? 1, 2, 5 numbers, right? I'm asking what, Gauri? 1 to 5, right? If you are getting 1 to 5, yes, it's correct only. If you are not getting 1 to 5, it is wrong only. Gauri, got it? Gauri, is it your program? Is it your program getting 1 to 5? Why, Gauri, you are always raised hands? Already talking with you only, right? I said ping into chat box. Raise a hand, raise a hand. Why? I'm going to remove you. Let us exit. Save your program. And go for what, guys? Command prompt. Fine, good. Now compile javac space for example 1.java. not Java, Java only. Java space, for example 1. Observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next line thank you message comes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next line what comes? Thank you message comes, right? That's the output, guys. So this is the program which we have to do it. This is the program which you have to do it, guys. Guys, any questions here, guys? Anyone? If you have any questions, you can ping me now. Check the program and any questions. Yeah, slash t is the purpose is what I feel. In order to get the tab space in output line by line instead of line by line, I want to get what? Side by side. Presenta, if you write I equal to 0, starting number is in 0. Okay, starting number with 0, then how you are getting 1? And if you said less than or equal 4, how you are getting 5? Where if you without loop means you have to write println statement 5 times. Without loop in the sense what I have to do? Write println statement 5 times. No, actually you can take any variable name. I is one variable. Variable name is our choice, right? If you want I, you can make it as an I, XI, XA, B, C, whatever the variable name you want, you can keep that variable name. There is no need of, there is no mandate that we have to use I. In generally loops, we are using IJs, IJK, that's why I mentioned I. If you like A, you can write int A equal 1, A less than or equal 5, system.out.println A. That only in for loop, whatever the variable you mention, Akhil, in for loop, your variables values are iterated where? Observe what is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the values are available in which variable? I only, right? Your for loop I contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That's why I'm printing I value. If your variable is A, then I am printing A variable. Got it, Akhil? Any other questions, guys? In for loops. Any other questions in for loops? Fine, good. Now for you one more task, guys. Observe one more task. What is your task? I want to display, write a program. Write a program to display 5 to 1 numbers. Means what, guys? I want to display 5 to 1 means what? I need output as in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need to display output as in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, everyone display, guys. I need output as in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone write the main for loop is enough, guys. No need of writing complete program. You execute your program yourself, but ping me only the for loop. Sunil, we have to use only T for tab space T for new line N. That will be fixed. That is a command of any programming language, not only Java, any programming language that will be fixed commands. /T for tab space, /N for new line Sunil. Only for loop, guys. Mention only for loop. Guys, whenever you write the logic, then check like this. How I am explaining? One. Then flow. How I am explaining the flow? In I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Iterated like that. Once you yourself check it, execute the program. If you are getting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, your logic is correct. If you are not getting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, your logic is not correct. Check yourself. Akhil, check yourself whether your answer is correct or not. Execute, then tell me whether your answer is correct or not. Everyone, check. So here, for loop is very simple, guys. Observe what to do here. For int, starting number is 5, right? That's why x equal to 5, semicolon. I need to get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My last number is 1, right? X 1, last number is 1. Here, observe, guys, your numbers. I want to display the numbers as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are greater than or equal 1 or less than or equal 1, guys? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are greater than or equal to 1 or less than 1. So whatever the numbers you want to display, all the numbers what greater than or equal to 1, right? That's a mention greater than or equal to 1, semicolon, x plus plus, not x plus plus, guys. I have to reduce every time, right? So x minus minus. First to 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Reduce 1 by 1, reduce 1 by 1. That's why x minus minus. Now here system dot out dot println or print x comma x plus /t. Side by side I want /t. That's it. This is a logic we have to write to display what? This is a logic we have to write to display what, guys? 5 to 1. This is a logic you have to display 5 to 1. Fine. Now one more, guys, one more. Write a program to display, write a program to display, write a program to read n value, then display 1 to n numbers. Write a program to read n value, write a program to read n value, then display 1 to n numbers. What you have to do, guys? You have to display 1 to n numbers. Fine. Now let us observe, guys, here 1 to n. N means user has to read the value dynamically. That's why what I'm going to do is here import so n import. What you have to do? Java dot util dot scanner. Here and check java dot util dot scanner. Right now here scanner sc equal to new scanner of system dot in. Ask the user system dot out dot println system dot out dot print enter any number, enter any number, read int n equal to sc dot next int of. I would display from 1 to n, right? Instead of 5 mention n, instead of 5 mention n, because n value decided by your user, right? That's it, program is over. In previous my last number is 5, that's why 5 I mentioned. Now my last value is n, that's why I mentioned n value, guys. Save, go for command prompt, compile and execute, enter any number. My number is what? 50. We're getting 1 2 3 4 50 numbers comes, right? What are the numbers you want to display? Yes, we are going to get all the numbers, right? Execute once again. If I give enter any number, so my number is 10. We are getting 1 to 10 numbers, all the numbers coming. So whatever the number you specify from 1 to up to that number, we are going to get 1 to up to that number, guys. This is what, guys, your program to display 1 to n numbers. This is a program to display what? 1 to n numbers. Check. Guys, based on same thing, I'm going to give you one small example, guys. I'm going to give you one small example, right? Now, what is that? Then in previous, what we have to do? We have to decrease the value, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's why minus only we have to use x minus minus. If your values are 1, 2, 3, 4, increment time plus plus operator. Decrement time minus minus operator we have to apply. Now, what is the example? We have example. Write a program to display 1 to n even numbers. Guys, observe. In previous program will display 1 to n all the numbers it will display, right? But my requirement is what? I want to display only 1 to n. I want only even numbers. I don't want any other numbers. Odd numbers comes, I don't want two odd numbers. I want to print only even numbers. I want to display what, guys? Only even numbers. Then how to print only even numbers, guys? From 1 to n even numbers I need. Then how to write the logic, guys, everyone? 1 plus 3, how much, Piyush? Piyush, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 2, how much? Everyone, guys, think. Good, Saurish. Manoranjan, it will give you all the numbers from 1 to n, all the numbers comes, right? But I want only even numbers. Later, what I have to do? Gauri, I said was start with 1, but why you start with 2? Start with 1. Good, Arti Kumari. Slash T is wrong, check. You are using backward slash, you have to use forward slash, Arti Kumari. Good, Sonali. Good, Pratiksha. Same program, guys. What you have to do? Same program, small modification you have to do. What is that modification? Here, I don't want to display all the numbers. I want to display only even numbers, right? That's why if your I modulus 2 is equal to 0, I modulus 2 is equal to 0. Whenever I is modulus 2 equal to 0, then only I want to display. Otherwise, I don't want to display, right? Check, guys. So whenever I value contain 1, 2, 3, 4, all the values is contain what in I, right? Now what is my requirement? Sir, I modulus 2 is equal to 0. Whenever I modulus 2 equal to 0, then only what I have to do, I have to display. Otherwise, I don't want to display, right? Now save your program. Save your program. Then go for execution. Java C space Java space for example 1 dot Java. Java space for example 1. Enter any number. I entered 20. Observe, guys, whenever you enter 20, what is the numbers coming? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. We are getting only even numbers, right? Before going to display, what you are doing? Before going to display, what you are doing? You are checking whether it is an even number or not. If it is an even number, then only you are displaying. Otherwise, you didn't display, right? If it is an even number, then only you display. Otherwise, you are not displaying, right? So like we have to do the programming, guys. Like we have to do the programming, guys. Virama, what is the purpose of car? Driving purpose or accident purpose? Both we can do, right? So here observe in the same way here also logics are important always. Don't forget the logics. Okay. So here write the logic, then write it. Plus plus is purpose is what, just incrementing purpose. That's it. So guys, based on this, I'm going to give some task. Everyone observe. Your task is what? Your task is what, guys? Check for your task. First one. Write a program to display n to 1 numbers. N to 1 numbers. Second one. Write a program to display 1 to n odd numbers. Write a program to display display 1 to n odd and even numbers. Odd and even numbers means what? I need output like this. Odd number I want, even number I want, side by side. I want odd number and then followed by even number side by side like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I need to get all numbers side by side. Fourth one. Write a program to find sum of 1 to n numbers. So next one, write a program to find product of 1 to n numbers. Means here your program has to ask me what? Enter any number. If I entered 5, your program has to ask me enter any number. If I entered 5, then you have to display what, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From 1 to 5 you have to display, and then you have to display sum of all numbers. Sum of all numbers how much, guys? 15, right? I have to display 15. Sum of all numbers how much? 15, right? So I have to display 15. In the same way, product of all the numbers. In the same way, I want what? Product of all numbers. then what I have to do? So here let us observe 1 to 5 numbers are available, right? Imagine product of all numbers. Here this is the numbers. Now answer is what, guys? I want display product of all numbers. Product of all numbers. What is the product of all numbers, guys? Everyone, what is the product of all numbers? 120. So I need 120. I need 120. This is the output I need, guys. So these 5 programs you have to do, these 5 programs, guys. This is your task. So this is your task, guys. Everyone, think, do it, think, and then do it, guys. Fine. Yeah. Now, guys, now time is 5:05. Now time is 5:05. Just take 2 minutes break, and I'm going to start your advanced concept, guys. Your core Java advanced concept. It's 5:07. At 5:07, I'm going to start advanced concepts, guys. Just take 2 minutes break. Refresh. Just take 2 minutes break, not more, guys. I'm going to start what, guys? Advanced topics. Yeah. So let's start, guys. Your advanced concepts. A cycle tomorrow we have to submit. Guys, if you want to learn advanced concept, first we have to understand basic thing, guys. What is that? First we have to understand one basic thing. What is that? Full form of OOPS. But Java is object oriented. OOPS means what, guys? Object oriented programming system. What is OOPS, guys? Object oriented programming system. So remember, guys, OOPS indicates that what? Object oriented programming system. So what is the OOPS? What is the benefit of OOPS in the sense of the simple thing? OOPS is what, guys? OOPS is a mechanism, guys. Remember everyone, OOPS is what, guys? OOPS is a mechanism to write programs using classes and objects. OOPS is a mechanism to write programs by using classes and objects, guys. So in Java, what we are doing, we are writing program by using classes and objects only. Not only Java, any programming language. If it is an object-oriented programming system follows in the sense, compulsory you have to use class and object. That mechanism you have to follow. As far as object-oriented analysis and design, we have 4 principles, guys. How many principles we have? 4 principles are available: abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. These are the 4 principles, guys. In any interview, guys, interview time, this is one of important question, guys. Interview time, that is important question. Remember, interview time, that is important question. In any interview, remember, any interview, if they are asking what is the principles, if any interview, if they are asking what is the principles, then what do you have to say? Those principles, guys. In any interview, those 4 principles, and that too order is very, very important, guys. Remember, order is very, very important. Don't forget the order. Fine. Order is also, first one, what, guys? Abstraction. Second one is what, guys? Encapsulation. Third one is what, guys? Inheritance. Fourth one is what, guys? Fourth one is what? Polymorphism. The order is also very, very important, guys. Everyone observe, the order is also very, very important. You have to follow the order. So as far as OPS, remember, as far as OPS, what happened? Any programming language, guys. Take any programming language. Take any programming language. If it follows these 4 principles, whether it is a Python, whether it is a Python programming language, or whether it is a .NET, or whether it is a .NET, or whether it is a Java, or whether it is a Java, or whether it is an ABC, some other programming language, some ABC, whatever the programming language it may be, anything, guys, whatever the programming language it may be, whatever the programming language it may be. If any programming language, if it follows these 4 principles, then that programming language is called as an object-oriented programming language, guys. Java follows these 4 principles. That's why Java is object-oriented programming language. In starting, I said na Java is an object-oriented programming language. Why means? Because Java follows these 4 principles. That's why Java is called as an object-oriented programming language. Because of that is the reason we can call Java is what, guys? Object-oriented programming language. Object-oriented programming language. So if you understand, remember guys, if you understand, so first we have to understand abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. If you want to understand what is abstraction, what is encapsulation, what is inheritance, what is polymorphism, first you have to understand the projects, how to do projects in the companies, guys. How to do projects in companies. Fine. How to do the projects in companies? Observe. First, for example, you have a restaurant, guys. Imagine you have a restaurant, or you have an institute is available. Imagine you have an institute is available, coaching center is available. Initial days, what you did, a student come to you, you explain these are the courses we have, this is the batch we have, so and so timing, so and so faculty, everything you explain manually, right? Slowly your strength, day by day, your institute getting the fame, day by day, day by day, day by day, so your institute is getting more famous. Day by day, day by day, your institute get more fame. Fine. You have a good name. For you, a good name comes to your institute. Very good. You are getting a good name. Very good. Nice. After that, what you have to do now? Now what you have to do? You went to one software company. You are asking. So for my institute, I need one software, because when our student comes, there is no need to come to student. Student can check into online itself. You approach one software company and you are asking what? So develop one software. Now you are the client to that software company, guys. Observe, software company, this is a quite common word, client, client, client. If Guys, is it audible? Manikant once leave the meeting, then join again. Manikant once leave the meeting and join again. Yeah. Now check, guys. So yeah, now you are what, guys? You are a client to that software company, right? Now you inform. Then now what software people will do? They are asking, okay, we are ready to develop your project. Now what is your requirement? They're collecting all the requirements, guys. Observe, they're collecting all the requirements from you. So how many users we have? Observe how many users you have. You inform that, sir, in my company. Okay, I mean in my company we have students, right? Students are available, and faculty means employees are available, and then admin is also available. And like you are giving some information based on the information they're collecting requirement, right? And based on your requirement they will design, oh, how many users are available, what is the flow, everything they will design, guys. That this process, this complete process is called as what, guys? This complete process is called as what, guys? So you are designing. One programmer enter into the picture, until unless programmer never come into the picture, guys. Guys, here in my area I have some network issues are there, guys. Guys, observe, in my area I have some small network issues are there. That's why I'm going to wind up the session today. Due to heavy rains, my network is having some issues, so we'll continue tomorrow, guys. Okay, so we'll start tomorrow at 4 o'clock. We'll continue the session tomorrow, guys. Thank you, guys. We'll meet tomorrow. And before leaving, guys, everyone once ping me your mail ID once again. Everyone ping me your mail IDs and you can leave today, guys. Yeah, tomorrow class will be there along with exam also there. Tomorrow class is there along with exam also there, guys. Because due to rains, we don't have any power, guys. Laptop also going to end. Thank you, guys. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you, guys. We'll meet tomorrow. Guys, only one time ping me mail IDs. Those who are sending 2 times, 3 times now, you never get mails. Thank you, guys. We'll meet tomorrow.